Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Start the game. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff to the single back. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Nittany Lions moved the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Aller. Got his man on the right. Turns it on at midfield. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Up until this point on the drive, the offense had really had the defense's number, but now an opportunity to get off the field with a stop.
And that's the great thing about defense. You can give up yards. You're worried about points, but you got to find those situations where I can create negative plays, and they do a great job here forcing the negative plays. Now I'm in the advantage. I got them behind the sticks, behind the 8 ball.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Offense set on 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the run, it's Blue. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quick strike complete. Running with power. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He finds his man. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Allard. Quickly complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're bringing heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Corner's going to give them room. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. Dances away from one. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Allard. Getting some heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play,
lost one deep down the right side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down for 42. And the offense came out aggressively here in the 2nd half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the 2nd half.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. To the air. It's Ewers. He tries to take the top off. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. If this dude